We are seeing southeast of Crawfordsville. It is just southeast of Crawfordsville near I-74 where there is radar indicating rotation, and this is traveling to the east at 45 miles per hour. And this isn't the only threat that we are seeing for today. This same line is also producing damaging straight line winds in excess of 60 miles per hour in the path of this storm, but we are closely watching that threat for the tornado, the potential tornado that could happen. So just south of Lebanon, but Lebanon also in the path of the storm. We're talking about Whitestown 2 and Zionsville eventually. We also have severe thunderstorm warnings that are in effect. Well, the tornado warning's in effect until 12:15 this afternoon. We also have the severe thunderstorm warning in the same area. This includes a larger portion of Boone County, and that is going to last until 12:30 this afternoon. Western Hamilton County also in that severe thunderstorm warning. And then we also have the severe thunderstorm warning that is in effect in northern parts of Hendricks County, all within that same block. We are closely watching these storms as they track to the north and east quickly. And through the morning, I have been following these thunderstorms already capable of producing damage in its path. I do want to relay that we have that tornado watch that is still in effect until 5 o'clock, and it's important to stay with us through midday and into the afternoon because of that threat for tornadoes. So now that the sirens are going off within Boone County, this is the time to take action. Where's your safe spot? Is it in a sturdy building? You need to go to a sturdy building, an interior room. If you are on the second floor of a home or perhaps even an apartment building, you will want to get to the lowest floor and into an interior room, and ideally in a basement in this situation. And of course, stay away from windows. I want to also go back to the radar. And Beth, do you have any updates with what you are seeing?
No, so trying right now to just kind of comb through maybe a couple of cameras, but it does look like our in-dot cameras just are acting a little funky right now. But pretty much what we're keeping an eye on, as you mentioned, is that one specific cell that's got that tornado warning, right? But we've also got a tornado weak rotation concern in Clinton County near Michigan Town is what the National Weather Service is calling for. So that's something we'll just really have to keep in mind this morning. Can we pull up Max 3 up on the wall? Is that possible, Kristen? Just so we can go through, thank you very much, just so we can go through a couple things. So this is live Guardian radar, right? We've got this line of strong to severe storms that is now moving through central Indiana. This line of storms has a history of producing strong to severe storms, right? It moved through Illinois, produced damaging winds, some large hail, some heavy rainfall as well. So we're gonna really keep an eye on this line. Notice the reds, the yellows, the oranges. Those are those heavier pockets of rain. That's the area of concern for heavy rain. That's the area of concern throughout this entire line for the damaging winds. So here's what we have. We've got a severe thunderstorm warning and we've got this tornado warning. Here's the timeline that I put out. If you live in Lebanon, 12:09, that's when this storm will get there. Whitestown, 12:13, Zionsville, 12:17. Further down the line in Carmel, 12:24, Noblesville, 12:30. So we've got about 30 minutes as this line continues to push through. It's moving through very quickly, moving east at 45 miles an hour. What I've gone and done is I put this scope, right? This isn't what we see. This is what we see behind the scenes that I wanted to show you of the wind concerns. What we're keeping an eye on down here south of New Ross, what we've got is this area of rotation right here. That's the area of concern. Even if it's not rotating, it's producing damaging wind gusts along the front of this line. So whether you're in that tornado warning or not, you're going to want to make sure you're in your safe place. This tornado watch goes until 5 o'clock. This is for all of central Indiana. Everyone highlighted in that red, even down towards southern Indiana and into northern Indiana, up through that Fort Wayne area as well. Something to keep in mind, just because we're in a watch does not mean we're out of the woods. This means severe storms are possible. This includes a large area. Now is the time to prepare. Have that safe place. Know where you need to be. Warning means you need to take action. Whatever your tornado safety plan is, you've got to take action. You have to seek shelter, and you want to make sure that you're staying safe. You want to get to that lowest level, the most interior room of the building you're in, whether you're at work, whether you're at home, whether you're at school. You need to get into that safe place. Your goal is to put as many walls between you and the outside because, again, regardless if there's a tornado or not, this is causing some damage. This is going to cause some damaging wind gusts, and that could send in, you never know, any kind of debris through windows and exterior walls. Amber, what kind of updates do we have? I heard the printer go off? You got
Yeah,
anything?
so we still have the tornado warning in effect, and we're just getting some storm reports associated with thunderstorm activity as it does continue to push over the state. There's that tornado warning. It's within Boone County now, and it's just south of the Lebanon area with that polygon. If you are in the path of the storm, even within this severe thunderstorm box, you will want to take shelter immediately. This tornado warning is going to last until 12:15 this afternoon, and it's due to radar indicating rotation. And looking at the estimated time for arrival, the storm track here, 12:11 in Lebanon, so not too far out. Whitestown at 12:15, again in the path where the area of concern is with that rotation. Russell Lake 12:17, 12:19 in Zionsville, and then 12:22 toward the pyramids, and then at 12:24 at IU Health North. Again, Lebanon, Whitestown, Advance actually getting ready, already seeing the leading edge of that thunderstorm. I'm bringing up this scope. When you see the bright shades of green, that is the wind speeds approaching the radar. So we are dealing with really strong winds in excess of potentially 60 miles per hour within that severe thunderstorm within Boone County. And then there's also the potential for a little bit of rotation, which is showing up slightly just southwest of Lebanon, again with that storm tracking to the east at 45 miles per hour. So this is a quick moving storm that we are dealing with. Also within Howard County, there is a severe thunderstorm warning. Rushville seeing the brunt of that storm right now, where we have the darker shades of red that indicates the blinding rainfall, just the heavier downpours south of Rushville. This is getting close to Kokomo right now, arriving within the next few minutes. And this storm had a severe thunderstorm warning issued due to showing evidence of weak rotation. So if you're in the path of this storm too, Kokomo, this is your time to get to your safe spot, get to that low level because of the strong storm that is getting ready to move into the Kokomo metro area. This severe thunderstorm warning is going to stay in effect until 12:30 in the afternoon. Those are the main spots that we are watching at this time over the northern half of the state as this storm system travels across central Indiana and produces that threat for severe weather. And this does have a history of wind damage, so you will want to take this seriously for the rest of the day. There's that tornado watch. It is going to last until 5 o'clock. It includes the entire area until that time, because we have a cold front that's still going to travel over the state, and it's going to keep that storm chance alive for the rest of the afternoon. So you will want to have ways to receive alerts and, of course, take action now, especially in Boone County. That is a very busy area. There's a lot of people that live there heading to school. Where's your safe spot? You want to have a sturdy building, interior room, have as many walls between you and the outdoors as possible, finding that closet and the basement, and of course staying away from windows as best as you can. Have any updates, Beth? Have we had any additional storm reports associated with that tornado warning?
You know, nothing that I can see. I'm looking at some of the wind reports from earlier. Looks like we had a 52-mile-an-hour wind gust out at the airport from that earlier storm that went through in the morning hours. Here's what we've got so far, right? We've got this tornado warning. This is the timeline. I could probably update this, actually. Hang on, let me update this for you really quick. This is moving east right now, still at 45 miles an hour, so that actually goes past my map. So if the Boone County Fairgrounds, 12:13, Whitestown, 12:17, Zionsville, 12:21, a golf club, the Crooked Stick Golf Club, 12:24, Carmel, 12:28. Folks, you need to be in your safe spot, or at least planning on where your safe spot is as we go through the rest of the morning hours along this line. This is, again, south of Frankfort. This is north of Brownsburg. We've got this tornado warning. This goes until 12:15, so we've got another 8 or so minutes with this tornado warning, only right now including Boone County. Nothing has been confirmed. This is all radar indicated south of Lebanon. The scope that we've got, this indicates where we could potentially see some rotation, some damaging wind gusts. Not seeing anything super impressive, so I'm not entirely concerned per se that anything is on the ground right now. We've got this tornado watch in red. This goes until 5 o'clock this afternoon. And I've got, let's see, Tornado warning continues until 12:15. That is all still radar indicated. I've got a few other things that I want to mention. Yes, we've got this tornado watch. Right now, there's a couple of areas that have severe thunderstorm warnings out there as well. So I've also got some strong thunderstorms could potentially impact Vigo, Monroe, Morgan, Sullivan, Hendricks, Clay, Owen, Marion, Greene, Putnam counties. That is all along the front of that line, right? Let me go back. All of that includes this entire line as this continues to progress eastward. If you live in any of those counties, anyone really in central Indiana, look at this, including Indianapolis, here's that line. This line is progressing east. There's nothing that's going to stop this line from producing damaging winds, from producing quick spin-ups along the front of that line. Notice also behind it, we've got some yellows, some oranges. Those are the heavier pockets of rain. We're already very saturated, right? We've had several rounds of rain over the last week. That could cause some concern for flooding as well. So we're still keeping an eye on this one tornado warning, right? This goes until 12:15. This is from the National Weather Service. Severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado southeast of Crawfordsville. That is now pushing off to the east. Now we're south of Lebanon. We're west of Whitestown from this tornado warning that goes until 12:15. It's 12:09, so we've got about 6 minutes. This is for Boone County. If you live in Lebanon, just because you're not in that tornado warning does not mean that you should be outside looking at this storm, right? You need to be in your safe spot because this line is capable of producing up to 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. That's why we've got this severe thunderstorm warning box. That yellow box that you see, that's that severe thunderstorm warning. This red one here, that's that tornado warning. Amber, you got any updates?
A new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued, and it's in particular for the storm, or rather it was just to the northeast, so it's still in effect rather in Howard County near Kokomo right now. And again, that's going to last until 12:30. I'm going to zoom in and highlight that tornado warning once again. When I bring up the scope, it does show a little bit of rotation near Milledgeville. That is tracking to the east at 45 miles per hour. I'm going to clear that and put the storm track on because if you are in Milledgeville right now, you will want to take shelter immediately. This is getting really close to State Road 39 tracking east. It is over County Road West 200 South, and where we have the rotation, it's approaching State Road 39 near the intersection of East 400 South. If you're in that area, you will want to seek shelter. This is north of New Brunswick and right along approaching I-65 too. So a heads up for drivers there. We'll go ahead and throw the storm track back on here since it is quickly pushing off to the east. Right now, Shepherd 1213 for that arrival. We also have that tornado warning that is still in effect for another 4 minutes, and it's still showing some evidence of rotation there. At Amazon, arriving around 12:16, Whitestown in the path of this tornado warning at 12:18. If you're in that polygon just south of Lebanon, this is also just south of the central part of Lebanon, you will want to seek shelter from that storm immediately too. We still have the severe thunderstorm warning that does include all of Boone County, western Hamilton County, and into northwestern Marion County too. So the northwest corner of 465 in the path of this strong storm capable of producing a tornado. We also have the severe thunderstorm warning in effect in northern Hendricks County too due to this strong thunderstorm activity that is traveling over the area as we speak. And of course we have that tornado or the severe thunderstorm warning up to the northeast. We'll go ahead and zoom in on the radar there. We have that severe thunderstorm warning. I would like to take a max 1, please. Near Kokomo, we have the severe thunderstorm warning, so it's now moving into the Kokomo area. If you are near State Road 22 and also US 31, that bypass, getting ready to hit the worst part of the storm where we are dealing with very strong winds at this time. We're seeing wind speeds at least 60 miles per hour based on this. And this storm actually has a history of producing some rotation. When I bring up some of the radar estimates with those peak wind gusts, they are approaching 60 miles per hour. Taylor in the path of that strong thunderstorm, the severe thunderstorm warning along near Kokomo, pretty much getting the brunt of that storm as we speak. But Greentown, you're in the path of this storm too, where we have a heavy rain currently impacting those areas right now. Beth, do we have any additional updates? I don't think anything has been officially confirmed with the tornado on the ground yet.
No. So some good news is it looks like the Weather Service kind of seeing what we're seeing, that rotation has weakened. You know, we're having a hard time finding it on our radar right now, south of Lebanon. So they actually may end up letting this warning expire here in about 2 minutes or so. So that's some really good news there. But anyone that's in this path, you know, in the severe thunderstorm warning, in the tornado warning, any of the severe thunderstorm warnings, please do not go outside. Please stay inside. Please do not go near windows. Don't go through the exterior wall. You know, stay away as much as you can.
Thunderstorm warning is going to last until 12:30, while the tornado warning is scheduled to expire at 12:15. And showing you a look at that storm track, we'll go ahead and take Max 1, please, again, with that storm track that I had up there. Raintown, 12:17, Whitestown at 12:28 from the leading edge of the actual severe thunderstorm. And it's now showing that Westfield arriving around 12:54. So within the hour, heads up for Westfield, Carmel, Noblesville, all in the path of this severe thunderstorm. And that's why we have those warnings in effect in the western half of Hamilton County. It's still posing a really strong, showing evidence of really strong winds. So that'll likely be extended along with we still have the severe thunderstorm warning that is in effect in Kokomo, Rushville in the clear at this time from the leading edge of that line. I wanted to also jump ahead and show you, we need to have an update on the actual.
Some good news. It does look like they're going to let that tornado warning expire. So they have gone ahead and expired it for Boone County. So what we've got now is just a couple of different severe thunderstorm warnings. We have one for Howard and Tipton County. We have one for Boone, Hamilton, Hendricks, and Marion County. That still has that tornado possible tag. So what that means is conditions are favorable. They could see a quick spin up. So that means the National Weather Service could at any point issue a tornado warning. But that is some good news, Amber. Are you seeing anything else that we wanted to mention?
I do not see any more evidence of perhaps a little bit of rotation just south of or near 65 right now. I'm going to zoom in and highlight that. It shows a little bit of rotation right over 65 at this time, but it isn't nearly as organized as it once was. We're still dealing with strong winds. I think we will stay on for a couple more minutes to see if anything is extended, but for the time being, we no longer have a tornado warning, but we still have those severe thunderstorm warnings in effect for Boone County, western Hamilton County, and then we also have the severe thunderstorm warning issued in the Kokomo area where we have this strong cell. It's right over Kokomo. Greentown, you are in the path of this storm in particular as it does push to the east at 45 miles per hour or so. Vermont 1219 for that ETA. We also have Greentown at 1222, so that's going to arrive shortly. Sims 1227, and that's going to arrive in Normal around 1219. We're dealing with strong straight line winds with this storm, and not seeing any tornado warnings at this point, mainly straight line winds. But this storm in particular that we have been tracking over at Howard County, this does have a history of rotation, which is why the National Weather Service went ahead and issued that severe thunderstorm warning along with the threats with strong winds. Lebanon, right now seeing the heavy rain and also the strong winds. The leading edge of that storm, at least in the northern part of the county, we'll go ahead and do a storm track with the northern part of the county in Boone County. Northfield, 12:22. The Indianapolis Executive Airport, that should arrive around 12:23. Eagletown, 12:26. Grand Park, around 12:28. So around 12:30 near the Westfield area, at least some of the western parts of Westfield. As it gets closer to Westfield and Carmel, still likely dealing with those strong winds. We are dealing with that environment at this time where we have temperatures currently they were in the 70s, we're in the 60s right now. It's very mild outside, and these storms are interacting with that very warm air and also the cold front that is going to be passing over the state. So we still have the tornado watch. Want to wrap things up with that tornado warning being canceled or expired at this time. I don't think they're going to extend it at this point, but we do have the tornado watch that is going to last until 5 p.m. And we will still have that storm threat lasting through the afternoon. And of course, if you hear that siren go off, you will want to find your safe spot, go into an interior room, closet, basement. The whole idea is to have as many walls from you from the outside as possible. You have anything to add, Beth? I think we're okay to wrap things up with the tornado warning being canceled.
Yep.
And of course, we'll jump back in if we have any other updates with the severe weather situation. But for now, we'll go ahead and send it back to regular programming. If there are any additional warnings, we will be sure to jump in for you.